So it is England versus Senegal in the round of 16, our first ever meeting in history with Senegal. So welcome Senegal fans to the channel, welcome African fans to the channel. This is the first African nation England will be playing at this year's World Cup. So England actually have quite a good record though against African nations, having played 7 times, winning 4 and drawing 3 previously. So we have never lost to an African nation at a World Cup. That may change after this Sunday evening because this Senegal team are no pushovers. We also know that now we're in the knockout rounds, penalties loom large over every single match that will be occurring, and we are all fully aware of England's record in that department. Pretty much the worst nation on earth. Senegal are, of course, the current African Cup of Nations champions and probably England's toughest opponents of the World Cup so far. Certainly a step up than what the Welsh were. So let's take a look at this game. I give my score predictions at the end of this video, so stick around for that. Let's take a look. So let's get this over and done with first. Sadio Mane, the key player, the best player for Senegal, is out of this World Cup. He is out injured. That's brilliant news for England. A player English fans of course know well, particularly for those Liverpool fans. There's also another Merseyside-based player that's currently in this squad that is out suspended for this game. That's Idris Gueye playing for Everton. He's currently suspended, having picked up a second yellow card within the group stage. So you look at that and think, all right, already things are starting to go in England's favour before the ball is even kicked. But this isn't just a team that relies solely on Sadio Mane. We've seen that. They've qualified from the group. They were in a group alongside the Netherlands, who they finished second behind, but they pipped Ecuador to second place and also finished above Qatar. So this is certainly no pushover, and they are not all about Sadio Mane. English fans will be aware of plenty of other players within this squad as well. Chelsea goalkeeper Mendy jumps to mind, Sarr at Watford comes to mind as well, and a lot of other talent that plays within top tiers of Italian and German football. These are no pushovers. They've got a good, strong, European-based squad. Senegal did lose their opening game against the Netherlands in that Group A. They lost 2-0, but then went on to beat Ecuador and Qatar to qualify from their group. But this is a draw for the round of 16 at the start of this tournament I would have taken. Senegal were a lot of people's dark horses for this tournament, given the African Cup of Nations success that they had recently. People were expecting for this Senegal team to do well with Sadio Mane, but even without. But I would have taken this draw. England, I believe, are stronger almost in all areas of the pitch. The problem for England, though, is that for the first time in this tournament, we're really going to be playing a physical, strong and aggressive side. England aren't going to get time on the ball like they did against Iran, Wales or even the United States. England are going to have to play with more tempo because we're going to be forced to play with more tempo. Senegal are not just going to sit back and not press England. England are going to get pressed throughout the 90 minutes and going to have to step up their energy levels. They're just going to have to be able to meet with what Senegal are going to bring to this game. So can England do that? Can England move the ball quicker? Had it an urgency to our game? It is a difficult question to answer because we've not seen it in this World Cup, and arguably we have not seen it almost this year for England. If you look at the Nations League and friendly games that happened prior to this tournament, England are going to have to play a way that we haven't seen in a while. But in England's favour is the defence. Senegal have conceded goals in this tournament. They've conceded it. They've not been able to keep a clean sheet throughout the entire tournament so far. Conceded 2 against the Netherlands, 1 against Ecuador, and even conceded against Qatar. So there are gaps in that back line for teams to press and attack. I fully expect England to score and score a few goals in this match, particularly in the way that England have been putting the chances away. We haven't needed 15 chances in a game because we've been burying them all. We've been really clinical in front of goal so far. If we carry that on, I think this is going to bode really well for us coming into this match because Senegal will give us opportunities. The flip side to that, though, is the reason why they're conceding is because they're quite offensive, they're quite aggressive within their play. Can England cope with that? We have only really been attacked once at any sort of point within this tournament by Iran in those last few minutes, and they scored. They scored goals against us. So it's going to be interesting to see how England's back four and the 2 holding midfielders cope with the added pressure. I do expect England to concede as well. Senegal's got nothing to lose at all. Their best player is out of the tournament, never even started in the form form of Sadio Mane, their fans will be more than happy with where they've got to so far. And it's an upset. It is nothing but an upset if they knock England out at this stage. So Senegal have nothing to lose. I'm getting tweets and messages from people all over the world saying that this should be a breeze for England. I don't agree with that whatsoever. Senegal are a good team. It won't be a breeze, but I do put England as favourites. But this is the World Cup of upsets. Who knows what could happen? Look at what's happened already. Who would have put Japan to beat Germany and Spain within the same group? Crazy things happen in football, and it wouldn't be so crazy for Senegal to win this match. But we have Gareth Southgate, and I know I have been moaning about his negativity, but one thing that you are guaranteed with Southgate is almost a prepared, assured and calm approach to a match. We'll be lacking attacking intent, but we're also going to be the most prepared team out of some of the bigger teams within the tournament to not get sucker punched. We're going to be prepared, and we're going to have a system in place to try and counteract Senegal first and foremost, rather than us worrying about scoring at the other end. I think Southgate's going to pretty much stick with the same team. I do think Foden or Rashford will come out though for a Saka or a Sterling, so it'll be interesting to see who starts on those wide areas in front of Kane. At the back four, I think that'll pretty much stay the same as well. It'll be interesting to see what he does at right back. Walker's obviously come in for the last game against Wales to get him back up to match fitness. Will he stick with him or will he rest him for, as we all know, who the most likely opponent would be within the quarterfinals? I'd like to see Walker stay in. I think Trippier has actually been one of our poorest players in this tournament. I don't think he's had a good tournament at all. I would also like to see Southgate stick with Henderson, Rice and Bellingham as our midfield three. I think Mount's going to stay out of the starting 11 now. I really do, because I think those three did really well in the last game. I liked Bellingham being able to advance further forward. He caused problems, and I think he'll cause problems in this match as well. I think Southgate will stick with that. But overall, for Senegal, the problem is their defence. I can't see a situation where they're going to be able to keep us out. And with that in mind, the way England have been playing, how clinical we've been, I just think over 90 minutes, England in the attacking areas are going to have too much. I don't expect England to keep a clean sheet though, so it is going to be a difficult game for us. I'm going to go with a 3-1 England victory. That's my thoughts. I just think England are so clinical at the minute going forward, and we've got different options coming off the bench. Still, we've got a group of players chipping in with the goals rather than relying on a single striker in the form of Harry Kane. Harry Kane's yet to score, so maybe this is the game where he does break his duck within this World Cup. But I do think there's going to be goals for England, and I think it's just going to end up being a little bit too much for Senegal. Let me know your comments below. I want to know your thoughts on England. Do you think Senegal have an opportunity of beating us? Of course they do in my opinion, but I want to know what you guys think. If England go out in this round, it's a disaster for our national team. They're going to get ripped to shreds because people are expecting an England victory here. There's no pressure on Senegal. That obviously works in their favour. So let me know your comments below. Who is going through to the quarterfinal, England or Senegal? I'm going for England with a 3-1 victory, and I can't wait to see what you guys think. So if anyone's new to this channel and you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you all hopefully on my next video.